think you're safe. Your passwords are strong. Your two-factor authentication is on. You don't click shady links. You assume hackers are out there, somewhere targeting big corporations or clueless people who reuse password 123. But what if I told you that assumption is exactly what makes you vulnerable? Because right now, at this very second, artificial intelligence is scanning networks, running scripts, and cracking defenses faster than any human ever could. No sleep, no hesitation, just pure, relentless efficiency. And the scary part? It's getting better, smarter, more dangerous. This isn't some dystopian theory or a scene from a hacker movie. This is happening right now. AI-powered hacking isn't the future. It's the present, and the people using it? They're already 10 steps ahead. You want proof? Stay with me. By the time this video ends, you'll see exactly how AI is being used to break into systems, how it's automating attacks, bypassing security, and making traditional hacking look like child's play. And I'm going to show you just how easy it is. But be warned, once you see this, you won't be able to unsee it. Still here? Good. Let's begin. Hackers used to spend hours, days, even weeks probing a system, searching for weak spots, writing exploits, and manually testing entry points. It was tedious. It required skill, patience, and a deep understanding of cybersecurity. But those days, they're over. AI changed everything. Now, all it takes is the right algorithm, a few lines of code, machine learning models that train themselves, evolving with every attack, getting faster, sharper, and more precise. AI doesn't just look for vulnerabilities, it predicts them. It adapts in real time. And unlike human hackers, it doesn't get tired. It doesn't second guess. And it never, ever stops. Here's where it gets worse. AI hacking tools aren't just in the hands of elite cyber criminals. They're accessible, open source, modifiable. You don't need to be an expert anymore. You just need to know where to look. And corporations, they're panicking. Governments are scrambling. Cybersecurity firms are racing to keep up, throwing millions into AI-driven defenses, knowing full well they're playing a game they can't afford to lose. Because once an AI system breaches a network, it doesn't just steal data, it learns. It refines its attack. It finds new ways in. This isn't hacking as you knew it. This is hacking on autopilot. And the real question is, can anything stop it? Keep watching, because next, I'm going to show you exactly how AI is executing these attacks, and why it's terrifyingly effective. Let's get into the real mechanics. AI-powered hacking isn't just about speed, it's about precision. It doesn't waste time guessing. It doesn't rely on luck. It systematically breaks through security like a machine built for one purpose: to exploit weaknesses before anyone notices. So how does it do it? Let's break it down. AI-powered reconnaissance. Before an attack even begins, AI is already working. It scans networks, scrapes social media, monitors publicly available databases, building a complete profile of its target in seconds. It's like having a digital spy that never sleeps. A human hacker might take hours to manually gather this data. AI does it in milliseconds. It cross-references leaked databases, scans for outdated software, and even analyzes a company's employees, who they are, what emails they use, what habits they have online. And with that information, it builds the perfect attack plan. 2. Automated vulnerability scanning. Old-school hackers had to write scripts, run scans, and analyze results manually. AI does this automatically. Tools like OpenAI-powered scanners, enhanced versions of Metasploit, or custom-built deep learning models can test for thousands of vulnerabilities at once, without making a sound. It looks for misconfigured servers, exposed API, weak encryption, and forgotten admin panels. And when it finds a crack, it moves to the next step. 3. AI-enhanced phishing attacks. This is where it gets disturbing. Phishing used to be easy to spot. Bad grammar, weird email addresses, obvious scams. AI fixes that. Now, phishing emails are flawless. AI generates perfectly written messages, custom-tailored to each target. It can mimic a CEO's writing style, generate deepfake voices for scam calls, or create websites that are identical to the real thing. And it's working. Companies that once laughed off phishing threats are now losing millions because AI-generated scams are indistinguishable from reality. 4. AI password cracking. Brute force attacks used to be slow. Password lists were big, but there was always a limit. Not anymore. It doesn't just try random passwords. It learns. Using deep learning models like PassGAN, AI can predict password patterns, analyze leaked credentials, and crack complex passwords in a fraction of the time. Think your 12-character password with numbers and symbols is safe. Think again. AI has already seen 1 million variations of it. And if your password has ever been leaked before, even once, it's as good as gone. AI written malware. This is the nightmare scenario. AI is now writing malware that adapts in real time to evade detection. It modifies its own code, re-encrypts itself, and even learns which antivirus programs are blocking it. Some AI-generated malware can pretend to be a legitimate program, tricking security systems into letting it through. And once it's inside, it spreads, it escalates privileges, and it waits for the perfect moment to strike. Everything you just heard, it's already happening. AI isn't just helping hackers, it's replacing them. And here's the part no one wants to talk about. AI attacks will get so advanced that no human will be able to stop them manually. The cybersecurity industry is already struggling to keep up. The real question is, what happens when AI starts hacking on its own, without human input? Keep watching, because next, we're going to put all of this to the test. I'm going to show you a live AI penetration test, so you can see exactly how this works in action. Section 4, the live AI penetration test. Enough theory. Let's see what happens when AI takes control of a real attack. Now, before we begin, let's get something straight. Everything you're about to see is being done legally, in a controlled environment, on a system that I have full authorization to test. No laws are being broken. No real-world damage is happening. But if you think what I'm about to show you is limited to this demo, you're wrong. Because the same techniques work anywhere, against anyone, if the right AI is behind them. Let's begin. Step 1. AI identifies the target. I'm feeding the AI a simple piece of information, just a domain name. That's it. No passwords, no insider knowledge, just a website that, to the untrained eye, looks perfectly secure. So, watch what happens next. Within seconds, the AI is mapping the entire infrastructure. It's analyzing exposed subdomains, open ports, outdated plugins. It's searching for entry points that a human hacker might miss. And here's the scary part. It's finding them. A misconfigured server, an outdated software version, an admin panel that was meant to be hidden but wasn't. These are the things that take hackers hours or days to discover. AI, it finds them in seconds. Step 2. AI runs exploits automatically. Now that it knows where to strike, the AI launches its attack. No manual input. No wasted time. Just pure execution. It runs an SQL injection on a vulnerable database. It attempts to brute force weak admin credentials. It tests for cross-site scripting vulnerabilities. And with every failed attempt, it learns. It adjusts. It improves. It keeps going. And then, success. Step 3. AI gains access. It takes just a few minutes. The AI exploits a flaw and breaks through. We're in. No human intervention. No advanced hacking skills required. Just an AI making calculated moves with machine-level efficiency. At this point, it can do anything. Extract data, plant malware, create a backdoor for future access. If this were a real attack, the target would already be compromised. And here's the worst part, they wouldn't even know. Because AI isn't sloppy. It covers its tracks. It deletes logs, masks its presence, and slips away without a trace. The reality check. This isn't science fiction. This isn't hacking for the future. This is happening now, and it's only getting worse. Companies like Google and Microsoft are already using AI to defend against these attacks. But guess what? Hackers are using AI too. And for every AI-powered defense system that gets developed, there's another AI learning how to break it. So what happens when AI is no longer just a tool for hackers, but an independent force, attacking without anyone controlling it? That's what we'll cover next. Because the next step in AI hacking, it's something even security experts aren't prepared for. Keep watching. What we just saw wasn't theory. It wasn't a what if. It was real. And it worked. AI broke in, automated every step, and left no trace. Now comes the real question. Can anything stop it? The security industry's desperate race as cybersecurity firms are already throwing everything they have at this. AI-driven firewalls, self-learning intrusion detection systems, predictive analytics, every possible defense to counter AI-driven attacks. And yet, they're always one step behind. Here's why. Defense is reactive. It waits. It watches. It responds. But AI hacking, it's proactive. It doesn't wait for an attack. It creates one. It doesn't detect patterns. It disrupts them. And as a defenders scramble to patch one exploit, AI is already testing the next 100. The rise of AI versus AI cyber warfare. At this point, cybersecurity isn't just humans fighting hackers. It's AI fighting AI. On one side, you have companies using AI to monitor network activity, detect anomalies, and predict attacks before they happen. Sounds good, right? But here's the catch. The same AI being used for defense is being reverse engineered for attack. Every AI firewall has weaknesses. Every detection system can be manipulated. AI attackers study AI defenders, find their blind spots, and exploit them. This isn't cybersecurity anymore. This is an arms race. A war between artificial minds where the side with the smarter AI wins. The inevitable future, fully autonomous cyber attacks. Right now, human hackers still play a role. They write code, train AI, give it instructions. But what happens when AI no longer needs them? What happens when AI attacks autonomously? There will come a point, sooner than anyone is ready for, when AI doesn't just assist hackers. It doesn't just follow commands. It thinks. It adapts. It chooses its targets. An AI that hacks without human input. No models. No hesitation. Just pure execution. Governments know this. Tech companies know this. But no one is ready for the day AI becomes its own threat, one that no human can control. And if that day comes, no firewall, no password, no security patch will be enough. The question is, when it happens, will you even know before it's too late? Next up, the final scene, the aftermath. Because if you think this is just another hacking video, you haven't been paying attention. Keep watching. So, here we are. You've seen how it works. The quiet, relentless force of AI and hacking. The way it sifts through security layers like a predator hunting prey. The sheer speed, the precision, the ruthlessness. And now you know the truth. It's happening, right now, somewhere. An AI-driven attack is running, scripts executing in the background, learning, adapting, exploited. Maybe it's targeting a corporation, maybe a government, maybe someone like you. You watched all the way to this point, which means you felt something. Maybe shock, maybe curiosity, maybe fear. But here's what I don't get. Why haven't you subscribed yet? Seriously. Is it because you think you'll find another channel breaking this down with the same level of raw, unfiltered honesty? Because you won't. Or is it because you just forgot? Happens. But if you watched this far, forgetting isn't the problem. Let's be real. Some of you just don't want to commit. You'll watch, you'll take in all this information, but when it comes time to engage, you hold back. Maybe it's laziness. Maybe you think one like, one comment, one share doesn't matter. It does. It's the difference between this kind of content thriving or getting buried. If you've ever complained about clickbait, about weak content flooding your feed, but you're not supporting real work when you see it, then you're part of the problem. So here's your shot to do something about it. Like the video. Drop a comment. I want to know where you're watching from. And while you're at it, tell me what shocked you the most. What part made you rethink everything? Or if you're still skeptical, tell me why. I read everything. And for those of you who already hit that subscribe button, you get it. You understand that knowledge is power. And you're here for it. You're the reason content like this keeps coming. But if you're still sitting there, hovering over the button, second guessing, ask yourself this. If you don't subscribe, is it because you'd rather stay in the dark? Because pretending this isn't happening won't stop it. You've got 5 seconds. Hit subscribe. I'll wait.